Hi guys, I'm sat on the box with Adam Shilton today at Cudmore Fishery. So Adam, what does it mean to you to be part of Burtbait's brand?
I mean, for me, Si, it's just an absolute privilege really to be part of everything that it offers. It's not just about the bait for me. It's about the ethos of the Burtbait's family. It's about how it brings anglers on, how it brings people into the sport, and how it nurtures, the people coming through. It's not just about the top end like you've got with your consultants. Mm-hmm. It's about the entirety of people's angling journey, and it doesn't matter whether it's match, pleasure, specimen, or whatever. It's just bringing that development through within the sport. And the thing for me, as part of ASFishingTV, was to come not just as an angler to come into this, but to come into the family with the media side of things as well, to be able to progress my career further forward, and Burtbait's has done that massively for me, even in the short time that we've been working together.
I was going to say, I've thrown a lot of stuff at you, haven't I?
Yeah,
over
absolutely.
This short period, with all the videography work that you're doing for us and what have you. I mean, you're already in such a short time, you're a massive asset to Burtbait's.
Oh, massive. Thank you. It is good, and I really enjoy it. From an angling point of view, it's already made a difference. From being a club angler, going into open matches and things like that, starting to push just before the pandemic. What I was missing was just that extra sort of push, that extra kick, really. And it's great for me as well to speak to some of the great anglers that we've got around this part of the country, especially with the likes of Kieran Rich, who obviously is on board, and Dave Costa and John Jones. But it just gives me that extra level. So for those of you that are, just breaking into open circuits or just starting out at club matches, have a little look. We'll put a link, won't we, on the comments below. So have a little look at what we offer, and get in touch. We don't know that you exist unless you get in touch. So that'd be really, really good.
Of course, we're all happy to answer any questions that. I mean, you can email me directly at sales@burtbaits.co.uk. Or you can get in touch with any of our anglers. They're all more than happy to talk to you. Adam as a friend on Facebook, have a chat with them. With all the new baits that you've been trying, I mean, how have they been comparing to what you've been using in the past? Obviously mentioning no names to what you have been using.
Yeah, so obviously I've used, like any kind of club angler, which is how I started out, I've used lots of different brands in the past. And some things I've always been very happy with, and some things I've tried it and not going anywhere near again. Mm-hmm. And then some there's kind of in betweens, isn't there, where you get, I kind of like this bit about this product, but then it doesn't quite go the whole way. And moving up in my angling career, you need something that not only helps you go the whole way, but you have confidence in it as well. And the Burtbait's range, as I've been trying out loads of stuff, like you said, you've thrown lots of stuff at me. My garage, you'll see on some of the videos, my fridge in the garage is literally packed to the rafters with Burtbait's.
You got more bait than me.
I'll set up a shop. No, what it's done is given me complete confidence in the bait, in trying different things, in trying things that are new.
Yep.
But then also absolute versatility. And there's so much stuff in the range. There's so
more
much
to come.
and more coming out, as well. Exactly.
But then we won't bring a bait out unless we know that, in our opinion, it betters anything else on the market. And we've always stuck by that ethos.
And that replicates in the way that it fishes as well, And because, we're currently in the north of the country and it's not available to buy on the shelf here in shops. It's available on the website, link again below. But for me as a sponsored angler and part of this team, to be able to have access to that entire range, I can go to different venues, different commercials in the area, Cudmore, Border Fisheries that I fish at a lot, and some of the other waters that they've got, including the River Dane and stuff like that. So it's not all about commercial. But I can just look at this range and I try different stuff out, don't I? And I'm constantly feeding back to Simon and the team that he's got that puts so much effort into the making of this bait. And it's the same for the other consultants as well. They're constantly trying out different things. Seeing how it fishes, seeing how it works, seeing how it performs, and feeding that information back to you, and that makes a massive difference to you, doesn't it, as well?
And I like to think that me and the team at Burtbait's HQ, we listen to you guys. Otherwise, there's no point. There's too many companies out there where they have their consultants, they have their sponsored anglers, but they don't listen to them. I like to think that we really do listen, and we act on what we're getting, the feedback that we're getting.
Yeah, and when you got to look at you'll see on some of the features that you can have a look on the channel. There's some more features that are coming up on some of the products that we're using within the range, different techniques and things like that. But the match results are starting to speak for themselves, aren't they? You're getting more and more sponsored anglers that are, placing in the top 3 and winning matches. More importantly, so for those of you who are competitive anglers out there, and my advice to you, for me being one of those people, is that the backing of the company is massive, but you've got to have the product to do the job in the first place, and it is an absolutely outstanding product. Please have a good look at it.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for your feedback, Ed.
It's okay.
So I guess the next question really is, what are your plans over the next sort of year or so?
So,
apart from lots and lots of video work for us.
Yeah. So I think, I had lots of plans, and now I'm going to be using all of it up editing. Again, it's twofold. So in terms of working with you guys as a consultant and as a videographer, of course, it's about getting as much information, not just about Burt Baits as a product, but it's getting the knowledge of the consultant team and your sponsored anglers onto video, so that you guys at home can get the most from it, and that you can translate that into your own fishing on the bank, regardless of your ability, regardless of your level. And the most important thing to us, both at Burt Baits and at ASFishingTV, is to give you that knowledge so that you can get on the bank and get the most out of your fishing, to enjoy it, because that's what we're here to do. That's the biggest thing from a videographer perspective. Yeah. As an angler, it's picking up where I left off before the pandemic. So it's pushing now back into the open circuit, starting to frame again and getting into some good matches up here at Cudmore, because it's quite close to where I live. And just like every angler, trying to develop more and more. And for me to be able to work alongside John Jones, Kieran Rich, Dave Costa, and it's a bit of a pinch yourself moment with the level of these guys that we've got in this setup.
Behind me. It's Kieran's on the next peg, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's fish boshing everywhere behind us. They wasn't before he turned up. I'm sure they know him. It's like, oh, hello, popping their heads out and say hello, I think.
Yeah, here at Cudmore Fisheries, guys, we've only had to mention, in setting up this morning, you'll see some of it, we've only had to mention Kieran's name on 2 occasions, and both times carp have actually jumped out of the water. So that's the kind of level that
even the fish know him.
Even the fish know he's here. So yeah, it's to be able to learn from these guys, and to, again, at my level, to pass some of that knowledge on to the next lot, the other sponsored anglers that you've got. There's 85, I think, you're working your way towards now.
Yeah, it's got to work that way, hasn't it, really? I mean, we've got anglers. It's not all about taking on the best anglers. Yes, we need the best anglers, but the intermediate anglers, I suppose they're still good open anglers. But now, obviously, we've just taken on John Swindle and Kerry Ann. They are competent. Well, John is a competent club angler, isn't he? Kerry only started a year ago, but sort of people like you passing their knowledge onto them and bringing them on, feel like we're giving a little something back, aren't we?
Absolutely, and that's where the family ethos of Burt Baits comes in for me. From someone from the outside coming in, that is something I think this company does unlike any other, I think, which is fantastic. And you do it with charity work as well, don't you? And also with youth development as well. So we're looking at that. We were really, really fortunate to have a meeting with a local club just yesterday, didn't we, about some things that are coming up, like festivals and youth development days, live demonstrations that we're going to have open ticketed events for. So there's lots of exciting projects coming your way, which I think is going to be absolutely fantastic.
I love to give stuff back. I like to see a load of junior anglers out there using our bait that we've donated to them. Like I say, John and Kerry, seeing them come through over the next year is going to be fantastic, with all this sponsored anglers' help, and the consultants' help. Big things coming up. We've obviously taken Kieran's on full time now with us, taken Dave Costa from Anglers Mail on. That's another story, isn't it? How far we've come in the last 3 years is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. If you'd have asked me 3 years ago, would we be at this stage now? I couldn't have comprehended it. I still can't really. But it's thanks to you guys out there that are buying the bait and have confidence in it. Thanks to the sponsored anglers and the consultants. You're all doing such a fantastic job. I actually feel quite overwhelmed, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and from our point of view as well, it's you and your team and the development of the bait itself and the whole process that is another another entire kettle of fish.
Isn't it just?
You know, absolutely. So it's, you know, and obviously the shop that you've got and everything else as well. So it's a massive, massive package, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just brilliant to be on the bank. It's really good weather today, and we're sitting with John Jones and Kieran Rich today, which is just unbelievable.
Worst places to be, mate, isn't there?
Absolutely, exactly. So that's it from us for now. Please have a look on the channel at the other videos that are available. Please remember to put like and subscribe. It's really important to keep things ticking along and to keep things going forward. And don't forget, it's really important as well that you pop questions in the comments below if you've got any. We're always happy to help, always happy to answer any questions that you've got. And we look forward to seeing you on the bank very, very soon.